The real estate market has increased in price during the coronavirus. This is the Get Your Ass to Work podcast, episode number 68. Yes, the market has gone up. So I'm working out in my garage with a buddy of mine who's a lender, and it's 5 a.m. We're just getting after it. He brings up the fact that the market has gone up 1% over the month of April leading into May, meaning prices went up. How could that be? I thought we were in a pandemic. I thought the economy was crashing. Well, here's my simple explanation. All of the closings that took place in April that gets reported in May were actually homes that went into escrow in March. 30 days leads you into April closings, meaning they were probably on the market in February. So, look, not to be the person that brings the bad news, but I'm going to bring it. To me, the way that I see it is that the market, we are not going to see a reflection in the housing prices until June, because the June numbers are going to be May closings that may or may not went into escrow around March or April, so that the real effects of the economic impact of what's happened is going to take place in June, or at least it will be reported in June. Remember, anytime you get a real estate report, you're looking at history. Any report of what's happened means that closings that took place the previous month were actually homes that went into escrow 2 months back and were on the market getting offers maybe 3 to 4 months back. You're taking a look into the last quarter of what was going on in the real estate market. To have a real accurate beat of what's happening to this minute, you need to take a look at what's going pending. I'll be honest with you. What I'm seeing going pending right now, the prices are still pretty good. But what I'm seeing is the volume is down, meaning the amount of people buying is down, and the amount of inventory is going up. So more houses are going on the market, less homes are selling. Eventually, that tide is going to change. That wave will crash, and if the inventory goes higher and higher, there's going to be less and less buyers on the market, more options for those less buyers to choose from, and then the prices will eventually have to adjust in people coming down the market in order to attract buyers who have more to choose from at cheaper prices. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but that's just what I see happening right now. So if I am wrong, I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm just calling it like I see. This is my prediction. If you get a wrong prediction, so what? But we're going to throw it out there because I'm going to revisit this in another month when we get the numbers for the month of May. And if they have continued to go up into June, meaning May was an uphill month, I'm going to be wrong and I'm going to be really surprised. And then we'll take it from there and how we're going to adjust. But since the quarantine has been lifted 2 weeks ago, just about a week and a half ago, since this quarantine's been lifted, or the announcement that the quarantine's going to be lifted, I've seen a huge increase in the amount of showings, and more homes are going into escrow. So people who've wanted to buy a home, and probably people who've wanted to list a home, that were just putting it off, waiting for something to happen, well, it's happening, and people are getting out there, and people are buying stuff. Let's hope it holds. Let's hope that this whole thing holds tight. People get back to work. There's not as much unemployment as previously thought, or a lot of that unemployment are people getting rehired, and that we can get back to work. There's one other explanation that my buddy brought up to me that was pretty interesting. And it wasn't something that I thought of right away, but what he said is it's possible that home prices are holding steady because the people who have been laid off and getting unemployed were not actually the qualified home buyers to begin with. They were more of the possible first-time buyers that were getting knocked out of the market. And the first-time home buyers with the 0% down, 100% financing, getting sellers to pay 3% for their closing costs, those were the guys who were pushing the lower-end price homes up. And in Reno, the lower-end price homes, 100 to 350, those are the people who were pushing those prices up so fast, where you used to be able to get a really nice home in South Reno for $250,000. That got pushed up to close to $400,000 over the last couple of years because of the zero down, cheap money, no credit score, zero credit score, whatever financing that they were doing, whatever tricks they were pulling out of the bag just to keep people buying homes. Well, that seems to have come to an end. So I guess we would expect to start to see some of those housing prices fall. The first place that housing prices fall is the luxury market. I'm not seeing too big of a shakeup there yet. So I could be dead wrong, and if I am, that's going to be awesome to report, because I'm looking forward to still having a great year in real estate, selling a lot of homes, helping a lot of people, and getting this virus behind us. Man, it's been a really, really nasty political battle, a journey for everybody. I can't think of too many people that are excited to have gone through this in their lifetime, other than grocery stores who seem to be making a lot of money and people who have to commute every day because the traffic's way down. Actually, there's a lot of good that I've been able to bring out of this quarantine. Gotten a lot of projects around the house done, got my house cleaned out. So we'll look forward to see what the next couple months gives us, and we'll see you guys next week.